anything about it.
We need to get
10 months out is fucking nuts.
10 months out, boy.
Some shit.
That's almost 2 years.
Oh, whoop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
math is hard.
What? Wildly uninteresting podcast episode number 147. Welcome back to the show. I'm Adam. That's Ian. That's Sarah.
It's a good thing you guys keep track of this shit.
We try to just a little bit. It's
I
not
write everything.
you keep the best track, but Sarah does a hell of a job with the what is that called? You're the
I'm the
historian.
secretary. Oh,
Chronologist.
the chronologist, historian chronologist.
I'm the
Yeah.
endocrinologist.
Endocrinologist. No, man, welcome back to the show. We are happy that you're joining us. If you can, please hit the like, subscribe, share it with your people. I know a lot of people don't. I don't think there's like a small niche group of people that watch podcasts or listen to them.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a whole lot of people that do. You know what I mean?
I feel like people listen to them wildly, but they don't really watch them as much.
Yeah. I don't know why that is, though.
That's how
Do you
I
understand
am.
it?
And I'll tell you exactly why.
Whoa.
You haven't even told us, and it's funny.
I was thinking my answer isn't funny. It's just sitting and watching something for an hour takes time, but
Yeah.
to just listen to it while you're doing the dishes is no big deal.
That's
I guess-
what most of mine are. When I'm doing something, I'll listen to it. What'd you say?
Oh, well, I think it kind of depends on what you do throughout the day, because I sit back here and I work, and I like to have something to watch, but I don't necessarily have to watch it. So a podcast would be great for that. Although I usually watch drag queens.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably a good thing, though.
Yeah.
A much larger market for drag queens than podcasts. Is there a drag queen podcast?
There has to
there
be,
are,
yeah.
but that's not what I watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah. Oh,
And
there's
it-
a lot of them.
I think, too, like if I'm going, especially on YouTube, usually if for something like that, I'm looking to learn something. And if it's like, about videography and shit like that,
Yeah.
like I don't want to listen to a podcast about it. I want to see things being done. And I won't listen to things on YouTube if I actually want to watch the material.
Yeah.
So that's the hard part about it.
Imagine if Bob Ross had a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, put your little happy tree here. What the fuck does it look like,
Where
Ross?
are you going?
Tree.
Where do I put it? No, I can see that. That's I've thought about that a lot. And then, so I've noticed that there's a few people that have come out and just tell you that your videos have to be like 11 minutes long, just right over 10 minutes, right? For like the YouTube algorithm to like it and to like push it to people, because usually you can't keep people's attention for long periods of time, especially younger people. And that's who they're after generally. They're after older people too. They have commercials for like Ben Gay and stuff, but lubrications.
Your bones ache. Thinking about buying a new couch.
Oh, shit.
We need to buy a new couch.
Huh? Since you said it and you put it out in the world, we'll definitely get an ad for it. So that'd be cool.
I saw a thing yesterday
Maybe we'll
where
find
it
a
said,
good one.
everybody has a microwave, but you never see commercials for microwaves.
Yeah, I've never
Mm.
seen one. Maybe
Never.
we'll see one.
They don't even
now.
have to advertise.
No.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, and there's a lot of these brands like Samsung and shit. They'll make a microwave, and it's like Samsung's known for their screens. Like that's what they got big from, I believe, is their screens.
Well, as long as you believe it.
That's all that matters. But that's what they were
Yeah.
into, and like TVs, and then not even the TV portion of it, just like the screen portion of the TV. And I think at one time when LCDs were first coming out, they had like the biggest
The
LCDs.
CDs.
Yeah, the LCDs.
LCDs.
But yeah, they have them. LG is that? Yeah, like the computer company. LG?
Life's good.
Right, Life's good. Is that what it is?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I've seen it. That might just be like their motto or
Yeah.
whatever, but I
I've
doubt
never
that's
seen
what
it.
it stands for.
It definitely does now. But that's, I wouldn't imagine them having a TV or microwave, but they do, and they have dishwashers and other appliances. I think they were just like, well, we can't get into the iPhone game or like the smartphone game. So we'll just do this. But I think they do have fucking smartphones now. I'm thinking about it.
I don't know, man.
Damn it. I guess
They
if you're just a
might.
company nowadays and you've made a bunch of stuff, you have to put your hands in a bunch of markets. You might fail at a bunch of them, but some of them may hit. You know what I mean? And this,
we're talking about Samsung. Is that what we're on about?
oh, just about all, brands doing that thing that they're known for. That'd be like Polaroid coming out with a dishwasher. You know what I mean? It's like there's no, you're
That
known
would be
for
an
chemical.
awesome dishwasher. You
Oh.
take your picture at the front of it,
Yeah.
put different shit on the front. Come on, someone come out with that, please. We just
Yeah.
got
That'd
a
be
new
useless.
dishwasher, so no, it would be cool. It's personalized. You can put pictures on the front of that bitch. You kidding? I'd have a picture of the cat on it.
I know you would.
And it
There's
would
a
be
picture
beautiful.
of a cat on everything in this house.
Yeah. Except a shirt. I don't have a shirt.
You should get a shirt for
Oh,
sure.
I need a picture of Chainsaw on a shirt.
On a shirt.
Oh.
No, so and then but YouTube screws me up, and that's another thing that I don't think people realize too when they're watching YouTube videos. And I don't know if I'm the only one that gets really pissed off about this, but
Probably.
I'll go look for something, and these people will give you. It's not like a ton of information on the matter, but they'll give you a generalized statement on like how to do things, and it's so general that when you're done watching it, you don't know how to put the shit to use.
But didn't you enjoy watching it?
Sometimes it's terrible.
Look at this charismatic son of a bitch sitting there with this good ass lighting talking about nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
But they're always like, hey, I got these master classes for sale. I got this. If you like this content, we got a whole class for sale on the thing, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know if I want to buy that because the free shit you gave away wasn't entertaining. I did sign up for this dude that literally all the information he gives about like the photography and videography business could be like given to any industry or any businessman that how to treat customers, how to get more clients, things like that. And that's the only person I've ever been like, damn, dude, like I could definitely buy his masterclass or be a part of like a VIP group that gets more information because the shit's legit. But on his free shit's so good that you could sit and watch his free shit and learn all you needed
Is
to know.
it the Make Art Now guy?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Oh, no. It's Flash Film Photography.
Okay,
Or
fuck them. They're
Flash
not.
Film Academy.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fine.
I don't know why I say no. I've been watching him for like the last week and a half, man. The guy's killer, but he's one out of like, a sea of people that don't give a fucking information one. They don't give you nothing to work with.
Yeah.
I just hate that shit. And they're like, oh, I write these Amazon books and I put them on a thing. What are you writing about? I just go and look up Google things and then I put them in the book.
Look up
and then I
Google
sell them.
things.
And that's the new drop ship thing is to create a book from Google and then just put it on Amazon.
We should
sale.
just copy and paste Wikipedia entries and then make a book out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Or
that idea.
reviews. Oh, you could do reviews
Yes.
from like shitty companies and stuff. That'd
I
be
love
awesome.
that. I would
Bunch of
read that.
Karens in there.
It would be
Yeah.
hilarious.
You could read. You could market it as a shitter book. Like you just read this on the shitter.
Yeah.
And yeah, it'd be
great.
nice.
There's some wonderful reviews out there that are
See-
totally worth reading.
I think the key is too, and we've
Check out
noticed.
your review section.
And I'm not saying like this is why that one so much, but we took a really, really good picture of that thing that you make out of resin, and there's been more people that looked at it or liked it, and I think that
A lot.
I think the way you market it, how much you market something, and how you do it. You know what I mean? The way if it's very like good quality, shit like it, and if you put it in their face enough, motherfuckers would be
Why
like,
don't you
man, I
tell the
need
people where you can find this stuff
Oh,
that you're talking
it's on Etsy.
Ugh, let's not, because what if I take it down? I'm so disheartened right now. No, don't look at it.
Take
Don't
that.
buy it.
It's on Etsy, but who do they look for? Is it Sarah Ashby?
Addictive jewelry.
Shop.
Addictive jewelry shop.
Addictive Jewelry Shop on Etsy.
jewelry shop.
Only on the internet.
Only. But yeah, dude, that's it.
For
It's
the time
unfortunate.
being, maybe not in a week.
Maybe not tomorrow.
Don't order the glitter stuff. I'm over it. I will not make it. I haven't taken it off yet, but I'm gonna do it. So don't do it. Oh,
Don't
it'll be
do
gone by
it.
the time this is up. Okay, never mind.
But no, that's I for sure. I just wish that there was like more people who were dedicated to helping others and not so much like trying to be the gatekeeper to information that quite literally isn't all that great to begin with. You know what I mean? So
What?
It just.
Everybody that has information is to some degree a gatekeeper.
You think?
It's just whether or not they're going to let the schlubs get in for free.
For free. Oh,
or
okay.
they're going to point out the hot people.
I was watching a confrontation between a gentleman named Chip and a gentleman named
Chip,
Lance.
no!
That's what I thought.
Lance.
Too. Yeah.
And it was about the art scene, right? And Chip, the fellow, had a little problem with the fact that Lance was getting recognition for his work from a short time of doing visual art. Although he's been like a poet artist in the scene for a while, he just currently, like, it hasn't been long. And then the other guy's been in it for quite a while, I guess, and just hasn't ever made anything with it.
Sounds like some Cain and Abel shit.
Yeah, it's what it felt like. And it was real uncomfortable to watch just because you could tell the other dude had no basis for his argument. He was just really acting out of a place of like envy and jealousy that he hadn't hit and Lance hit so quickly. Yeah. But I think that he fails to realize that Lance has put in work in the like poetry and helping kids, educating
The community.
Oh, wait, is this actually Lance?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was fucking crazy.
So Chip is a real person.
And Chip is a real person, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Chip is an asshole for saying what he did. Because
Chip
Lance,
needs to fuck off.
yeah, Lance fucking makes these works of art out of black and mild leftover material, right? Yeah. Oh, you've seen him, yeah.
Yeah, he's a talented ass dude.
Yeah, and the post that Chip made was something like, is this what Louisville's applauding? What was it? Old Google pictures with black and milds taped to them or tobacco taped to them.
Clearly not your weak shit, Chip.
No shit. It was a pretty good debate. And then because they hit it, Lance wanted to take care of it head on. It was a very good debate between the two, but there was a clear winner at the end of it.
Well, and it seems silly to think that someone is, I guess, less valid because they've been involved in a scene for less time. Right. It doesn't matter. They've put in work, and apparently they've done a better job at it. Because
it just feels like nice guy syndrome.
Yeah.
I've taken this girl out to eat 7 times
and
bought her a shirt. Why won't she fuck me?
Yes, absolutely.
And the dude strolls in, hops off a motorcycle, and plows her ass.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, what are you doing?
Yes.
I was nice to you.
Do you know how much money I've put into this girl?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's sad because I've known guys like that.
Yeah.
I've known fellows that way.
I'm still like that with Casper.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much more money can I dump into this? And you still won't let me have sex? What are you doing?
Please let me. No, that's wicked though. Yeah, I think when you're with somebody, you should just continue to do that. But when you're not with them and you haven't gotten it and they don't seem interested, I'd probably just give up. Maybe.
Just give up.
Either that or work. Or I guess like a lot of people, I think that they should just work on themselves first. I think too many people want the external to work out, and they're like, external things need to be a certain way. And in reality, if they would just fix themselves, things would actually fall into place for them.
Or
have you noticed that?
You could just kill the person that the other person is truly interested in.
Yeah,
and then come to you for consolation.
Yeah, you'd be like, I can see
or
that.
Or you could ask why they don't want to have sex.
No. That what I laid out just works. I've used it 7 times.
This is a pretty good, well tested.
It's well tested.
If you can find the bodies, I'll confess.
Damn it.
They're in the backyard.
No, don't tell
I'm just joking. Whose backyard? Yes, thank you.
No, I don't know that that nice guy syndrome doesn't ever work. I tried to be a nice guy for a while, and that didn't work. I tried to learn John Mayer songs and other sweet songs.
If you learn them because you like them, you stand a chance. But if you learn them to impress people, you're doomed.
Yeah, I was
That's why
doomed.
most cover bands are crap.
Which ones?
All
of them?
I don't know. Me First and the Gimme Gimmes are cool.
Yeah.
And I like Freddie and the Krugers. They're pretty sweet. But aside from those two, garbage.
You know, that's what kind of baffles me too. I have some people that are around me that are like, I want to be in a band, and I'm like, cool. And then they'll bring up like a bunch of covers and shit. I'm like, so What are you trying to accomplish with this? And nothing against cover bands, because if you want to
Fuck
play music,
cover bands.
I know, dude.
Do it originally or
Yeah.
go die.
And if they don't want to hear it, that's cool. And I know that a lot of times they're like, well, you got to do your covers so that they'll hear the originals. It's like, yeah, that's an old way of doing things. Now you can actually do your original stuff online.
Those
and
are still
people
the
know you
same
for you.
people that are like, if you want a job, get up Monday morning and go put in applications. No, everything's on the internet,
on the
Grandpa.
Yeah. It says, I don't know what is happening all the
It
time
happened
with this
last
shit.
It happened the time before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember though.
Yeah.
Either way.
But that's what it is, though. Things have changed, and people can't get on that. That's why I always think, like, oh, I got one for you. I got two things for you. For one, I
one
think
at a time.
the landscape of learning is going to change with VR. But two, I've found something pretty fantastic. Pretty fantastic. Let me tell you about it. So,
Man, it's so
in the
cool.
VR world, and that, like, if you get like an Oculus 2 and you can actually move your hands around, stuff like that, and get inside the metaverse in virtual reality, and you get your like character avatar, right? And then you're walking around and doing stuff. This guy has a fucking YouTube channel, and I subscribed immediately because I thought it was awesome. For a minute, I was like, this is fucking stupid, but it didn't take long for me to think it was awesome. So the guy usually is like Winnie the Pooh or fucking like a penguin sometimes or whatever. And he's walking around. And then there's other people like, characters from games and shit. You know what it is. You know what it's about.
Yeah. Like Solid Snake is running around.
Yeah. Yep. That's it. And so what they'll do is he has these people email him, and he's been running this show where you can come and talk and tell like secrets, and you can come it kind of feels like a lightweight like therapy session for people who can't bring themselves to go to therapy.
Right.
War veterans mostly. A lot of it has like war veterans because you have people that are dealing with it and then they're still active. And if they say anything, they get outed and then they can't do their job because of it. But anyways, it was fucking, if you get a chance, here, I'll fucking say it now because I won't put it in the fucking thing. If you get a chance, watch it because they have these like war vets and shit and they talk about these crazy stories of when they were in Afghanistan and Iraq and shit that they don't really tell anybody. And they finally can unload, and you can hear it you think at first they're joking because one's Winnie the Pooh and the other one's like a Final Fantasy character.
Yeah.
But no, it's really good. It's really good. You should check it out, man. It's
I
fucking
went
awesome.
and unloaded all of my trauma onto Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
And it makes it, you got to think of it like it makes it way more comfortable to be like unloading on Winnie the Pooh than some other guy. And because like
You're not face to face.
Face to face, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Therapists are strangers, especially at first, but they're not like strangers for long. You know what I mean? Because you have sessions with them, and then eventually they come to know you and shit.
Well, and
with this, they don't.
no
like you
matter
have no
what,
clue it is.
You have to face the person. It's
Right.
different. You're literally looking somebody in the eye and exposing yourself.
Right.
It's hard for people to do. I mean, not everybody, but yeah.
Some people.
Some people will expose themselves to everybody.
Yeah, that's I just think that like so many people give like VR and the metaverse and all that bullshit so much crap, and I do too because it makes you nervous. We're growing older, like in our 30s, so we get nervous on the shit that is coming out, just like our fucking parents did before us, and everybody does when change happens. We're just like, oh, we don't know how to do it. But think about the implications of doing like therapy in there, and then all the like the virtual learning you can do through like hands-on things. It'd be amazing. And there's people. So the page is SYRMOR. Siremore. I guess. I know they said it before, but I don't know. But like, see, like SWAT team officer talks about his job in VR and shit like that. I mean, they have crazy amount of views because they're really good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it popped up, but it
It's
did.
like
I
Taxi
it.
Cab Confessions, but in VR.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Oh, yeah.
dude. Or like real people in New York style shit. You know what I mean? So yeah. It's pretty fucking cool, man.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. I
Give it
never
to
did
you.
watch it. It sounds like the Strangers thing that you watch.
Yeah.
I bet that's why it popped up.
Yeah, that's another one, and that's in real life. So they'll grab people. I don't know if I ever told you that. They'll grab people and set up microphones, or she'll set up one single one for the strangers telling their deepest, darkest secret, and they'll come up and they have their back towards the camera.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's awesome, bro.
You sent me that. I watched it.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
liked it, yeah.
yeah. And a lot of them don't turn around, especially the ones that have really fucked up stories.
Yeah.
But in general, dude, like that's fucking helpful for people. And some of them turn around and show their face at the end, which is awesome.
What kind of coward shit wouldn't?
I know, unless you're like you have like
I'll talk
4
on
dead
the
bodies.
internet, but I'm not gonna meet you.
Yeah.
It does seem kind of silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
With like, if you have like dead bodies out there though, and you're trying to like stay on the run, you
Don't
might not.
talk about your fucking bodies.
I would hope that you
It
wouldn't
just gotta come out.
put your face on the internet
Yeah.
if you're on the run from like the U.S. Marshal.
Yeah.
Like,
If you
don't.
need to unload that shit, go to a dark ass bar
And tell
and
somebody
tell
in a
somebody
corner,
like 2 a.m.
Or buy a journal.
come over to this corner, man. I got something to
Jesus.
tell you.
But put somebody else's name on it so if they find it.
Yeah, seriously.
Clifton over here is hiding
Oh,
bodies.
you know, and it kind of like gives you that that same feeling like when people go to Burning Man and they go to the chapel
Yeah.
and then they throw their fucking like secrets in there, they throw pictures in there and shit like that. And there's a lot of fucked up shit that people write down in there and then they burn because it releases a burden because you told something and it feels like you're giving it to the universe when they burn it. And that's another thing. See, all those things I think that I'm glad people do out there because it's much needed
Yeah.
for a lot of people, I think.
Hell yes.
That don't know how to like cope with things, and you get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get
For
it.
sure.
You get it.
I need to watch these videos.
Yeah, you do. I done told you.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm busy.
I'm so sorry.
I'm busy.
Busy.
Oh.
But
Whatever.
yeah.
You don't know me.
But
Hello, I'm Ian.
I think
Hi,
about
I'm Sarah.
because they're
no.
fucking saying that in a few years, like let's say 10. I want to say 10.
Say
that
10 years.
we won't be able to go outside and do things. Right? It's gonna be
What?
uninhabitable. Uninhabitable.
Yes.
That's absurd.
Well, let's say 20 years.
Is it? That's all it took. I'm the winner.
Because I thought ahead, I was like, even if I answer with something, I don't have the evidence to back it up.
Right,
I'm just gonna say,
yeah.
but is it? Oh, fuck.
Neither one of us have the evidence, so we both lose.
I think when that comes to be, or even before that, VR is a good place to learn things because you can actually do things that you couldn't normally do quicker. So in the electrical trade, you have to wait like 2 years or 3 years before you ever touch anything live or work on anything, that could be energized later and shit. I think it's like some companies only stick to 1.5 years because it's a long time to wait.
Yeah.
And you want that worker to get shit done. But that's what they do, man. And so in VR, you could learn hot things without, getting shocked, without the danger of anything, blowing people's shit
But
up.
then if you, it should be the kind of thing, if you fail at it,
Yeah.
you should just like blow up your VR.
Take it out back,
You're
just
not
blow
going
it
to
up.
suffer physically, but your thing is ruined now.
Yeah,
And
just
that's
fucking
why you
smash
don't
it.
fuck up.
This
Yeah,
shit's
dude.
serious.
Yeah, you gotta show them some consequences.
Yeah.
Or they're just gonna run around all willy-nilly hooking shit up wrong. Willy-nilly.
Yeah.
No, but I think that it definitely it's gonna have its place for sure.
Yeah.
If I could afford it, I would definitely already have one, but I don't want one.
Like I want one, but I don't really want one until they're like super awesome.
Yeah.
Like they're cool now. But
Yeah.
it's
Think where
not
they're
like-
going.
Yeah.
That's what I told her. I was like, the only bad part about anything, buying a phone, that laptop, anything, like it goes out of what is it? I guess it degrades within 6 months. Your technology is old and outdated within 6 months. Sometimes fucking less than that, right?
Right.
And that's the only bad thing about buying something like that. It's like, well, if I buy it now, it's definitely not future proof. Anything in technology, I guess, isn't. So.
I mean, neither is a steak.
Hey,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because it's gonna go bad eventually.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna eat that shit and
Eat
love it.
now.
and love it.
Yeah. I have the physical benefit from eating that steak now. As far as the VR though, I don't have the full experience. But later, I could have it.
You could,
I could
but get it now.
go and get it
Just
now.
get it now.
Go and get
Go
it.
and get you one.
Do you think they'd eventually have like updates and stuff for it so you can just keep your original and
Oh, they'll have
No.
updates, but it won't
No.
be the same.
I mean,
I
they
don't-
will, but they also won't.
say I don't know how that shit works. So
It'll be helpful, but they're just gonna upgrade it like everything else.
you know.
Yeah. That's
Which, I mean, it's good. I say it like I'm complaining about it, but it's good because
Yeah.
that's what I want. So.
Hell yeah.
I wish. This is what I wish. Same with the camera that we bought and shit. I wish that companies would think this way, right? So instead of like creating, and I know they do it because you have to make profit every year. We live in a capitalist society, whatever. But they need to make things to which attach to your old equipment to make it newer, right?
Yeah, like
If
a
they
Sega
can.
CD.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it like attach like a processor to it. Oh, well, the processor won't do 120 frames and 60 frames a second. Or at 4K. So attach to this fucking thing to it, and it'd be your new processor. You bypass all that stuff. Good to go. Instead of buying a new camera, and you could still charge a lot for it.
Yeah, but less than a camera.
Yeah, it definitely seems less than optimal.
It'd be less than optimal, but that's another avenue of income.
Yeah, for sure.
Assuming it sells properly.
Yeah, because I
And
mean,
if it doesn't, they're
there's
just fucked.
there's still going to be people who would buy the new camera,
For
but
sure.
there's going to be a small percentage who would buy that stuff.
Yeah.
It seems like it would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Maybe not. They could try it for 1 or 2 years at least.
Yeah. Have a limited run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know though.
Come on, guys.
I'm fucking. What makes me mad is I'm a guy who I won't go and buy something new. I like to fix the things that I have. So if I bought something, I like it. Like we bought this faucet for the sink, and I yesterday spent hours on it, like taking it all apart, like front, like because it has like the one handle deal where you twist and pull and
We've
whatever.
had it for 3 months.
Yeah, dude. And
Yeah.
it
It's
so
ridiculous.
one of the lines, the hot water line got clogged on the faucet side. So what came with the equipment? And I take this whole fucking thing. I'm whole thing apart. I got a picture of it. Whole thing's everywhere. And finally get down to the part, and the head part where all the water comes out won't come out because the hoses are attached, and you can't disconnect the hoses because they put them in there permanently. So you can't get the piece out, and you can't get the hoses out. So what do you have to do? You have to buy a new thing.
Yeah.
But what I did was I stuck a piece of like copper up there and I reamed it out, took a drill to it and reamed it out. I was like, I'm going to make this work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I guess I could always cut those and whatever. What I'm getting at is these companies have made it impossible for people like me who like to fix things. They just make it as cheap as possible, hope that it lasts beyond its warranty.
Yeah.
And that you don't buy an extended warranty. And if you do, half the time people don't use it. And then
Then hope you can't find your receipt or you don't have the original packaging or you
Yep.
don't. Yeah.
anything to deny you your money back or a new product.
Yeah.
So, and then you go and buy a new product.
They're trying to cut out the repair industry.
Yeah. Well, iPhone had to, at one time it was like, you voided all your shit to, what is it, the right to repair or some shit, or some states don't allow you to repair your shit. It was something like that. And they had to change that because they weren't allowing people to work on their shit. Same with like Tesla, everything that they have is proprietary. So you can't get aftermarket parts. You have to buy them through Tesla. And they're fucking expensive, bro.
Of course they are.
The battery alone, I think, is like $60,000, $30,000 to
Jesus.
$60,000,
Wow.
depending on the car.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Who the fuck does that?
You could
Yeah,
buy a
but
new car.
You're never
Yeah.
paying for gas. So
Yeah, but you're not saving that much, are you? What if the battery goes out in like
I
5
spend
years?
like $50 a week on gas.
Yeah, I guess you
52
could.
weeks in a year. It's 2,600. Is that right?
Sure.
Mm.
Yes.
Still, you're a long way off the like 30. Let's say it's
But a
30,000.
lifetime.
Yeah, but their car ain't gonna last a lifetime.
Let's
Yeah,
say
but you
last
buy another.
10 years. There's $26,000.
There you go.
So hopefully the battery lasts 10 years.
I don't know. Who gives a shit? I'm never going to be able to afford a Tesla.
I think you will. I bet you we have government government. What the fuck is it called? Would they give you subsidies?
Yeah.
Subsidies for
There you
that.
go. So government subsidies. What's it called?
What do they do that?
You're
No.
gonna.
That'll
you're gonna be able
only
to get one.
affect the rich.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's people get all mad about Elon Musk taking subsidies from California when he was there, and then he's been taking government subsidies since he started. Like you would take them too,
I think
bro.
they need to leave him alone.
Yeah.
He's doing some shit.
I think that's another thing. So it goes back to that conversation with Lance and Chip. So many people are so mad at people who win. Now, let's say some of his is ill-gotten or that he's a liar. Those two things are some of them are true, right? He is a liar, and some of his gains are ill-gotten.
Who isn't?
Who isn't?
Yeah.
And in this society, if you want to be that, you have to play that game.
Right.
And unfortunately, you have to be shitty sometimes. But
Yeah, don't hate the player, hate the game.
yeah. Fucking hate the people who designed that motherfucker. You hear me? So that's the thing that I get at is, I don't really get mad at that. I don't get mad at the rich because that would be an envious process. It would be I'm just hating on him because he's winning process. And that's unfair to do because I haven't won yet.
Right, just do better.
Yeah, do better. Try to fucking get your shit up. Stop making excuses.
Yeah.
But then when you think about people like Ted Turner, like he always seemed like a schmuck.
Yeah.
Like he's just out there taking advantage of people and being a dickhead. So, that kind of guy, it's like, yeah, fuck him.
He could probably just die though, right?
That's exactly what I was
Yeah.
thinking too.
Kill that guy.
He might be dead,
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
find out.
but I don't know.
Is he dead?
Whatever. I just Dawn, used to work at Sam Goody with us.
Uh-huh.
He knows how much I love Elon Musk, and he posted a thing where it was like somebody making a reasonable argument or whatever against Elon Musk, and then it had like somebody jumping in front of a bullet like to protect Elon from like legitimate criticism, and I was like, man, I'd be that guy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I know, and it breaks my heart.
But there's a lot of people out there. But I
Well,
think
he's
somebody
still
like
alive.
him that is actually making shit
He's
move.
alive.
It's you have to not like let it lie and let him do anything he wants. So if he comes out to be a rapist or a child molester, like for sure lock him up. But until then, I mean, there's other things too. But until
There's just
then, like
some shit that doesn't deserve criticism.
well, and they're mad too. Like okay, with the Las Vegas loop, right? He kind of fucked those people out of all that shit though. But if he's
How
fucking.
so?
He didn't hit all the marks that he was supposed to.
Yeah.
The tunnel's too small. Cars, if there's any emergency, you can't get to them. So there's, he failed at what he was trying to accomplish. It doesn't move nearly as much people as he promised.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah, and he's I'm sure they're gonna
Yeah.
sue him or take back a lot of the money that they gave into it. But unless he pulls a hat out of his or rabbit
I
out of
hope
his
he
ass,
pulls a hat out of his
Yeah.
ass.
and then pulls a rabbit out of the hat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
there you
hat
go.
and rabbit.
But yeah,
And then pulls a buffalo out of that rabbit.
so tell me how people can be mad if you hate corporations and hate rich people, right? And this dude tricks corporations and rich people into giving him money and the government, because I know you hate them too.
Right.
Then and
He's
he
on
fucks them
your
out of money.
side.
Like, who you mad at?
Right.
Your message, I think everybody's message is skewed, even mine sometimes. But that's some fucked up shit. Like, you're dumb. Like, you're just dumb,
Some
right?
people just
Maybe.
hate
Maybe.
everybody.
Yeah, some
Really
people
what
are
it comes
just,
down to.
I think some people are just too stupid not to hate everybody.
They have the term hater for a reason. That shit applies to these people.
Yeah.
You're just hating for no reason.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Just like blaming Biden for the gas rise, but then the gas drops a bit, and then they're like, well,
Yeah,
it would
they don't
never have to
applaud.
drop.
That's because
It
Trump
never
was
would.
working in the shadows.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. I don't know what I was
Because
thinking.
he's truly president.
Yeah.
He's still president.
I think Obama's pulling a few strings. I only say that because people put out videos and like Obama's always in the back, like hugging on Kamala and shit, like and like shaking hands and stuff. So I only say that because of that. I don't truly believe it.
I know.
Don't take
I
it to
know.
heart. But Obama's back there just like drone striking people and playing golf. He don't give a good shit. He's just like gonna be the next Tiger Woods and gonna drop these bombs on you.
Hell yes. God, Dad's so excited that Tiger Woods is back playing golf.
Is he excited that he sucks?
Oh, he doesn't suck. Yeah. You shake your head, yes.
Does he not?
I know.
I mean, he's not back in top form, but
Yeah.
he's still
No.
better than we are.
There's a time
Yeah,
where
go kick his ass.
I don't know if I could. I think he
fight
bench
him.
presses like 300 pounds or some shit.
Yeah, you're faster than him.
I'll
That's
take
right.
that.
I bet
I'll
you
take
could
that.
fix anything on the planet better than he could.
Yeah, especially a marriage.
Good one. I was talking to a guy the other day. It was a customer, and he was so upset that he was like, I could change things and take things off the side of the house because they do like siding and shit. And he was like, but he was like, that's fine when we're working, but our company doesn't allow the guys to do that, right? Because of like insurance purposes and stuff like that. He was like, he was so upset, bro. He was like, we were working at a house the other day, and a guy in dress clothes come out to change a fixture to another one, and his wife come out and start yelling at him like, you can't do that. Don't do that. You're going to mess it up or shock and kill yourself. And she made him stop. And this dude was so fucking butthurt about the wife making the guy stop. He's like, what world do we live in with these pussies can't even do it without their wife yelling at him? He was upset. Given he had a few beers in him, I'm just like, bro, I don't think it's that serious. But, there's a lot of people that don't do their own work. I was like, calm down,
No,
bro.
seriously, that's why people exist to do the work, because
Yeah.
there's all types of people who don't do it.
They're like, don't talk too loud,
Well,
bro. You're
and
dipping in
she
my
was-
money.
She was probably right. Dude probably would have shocked himself and killed himself.
How many times have we showed up to a job where somebody blew up something because they were like, well, it was just 3 wires.
Right. I do
Why'd
it all
you
the
fuck
time.
it up?
Yeah, a lot. It happens on a regular basis.
Yeah. Or they'll be like, I'm going to have my cousin's brother do it. And he's a lot cheaper. He can get over here, blah, blah, blah. And like 3 years later, they're like, no, this shit burned down. Can you come over and fix it? I'm like, sure.
No.
Not at all. They do it. It's like everybody who's in the trade has dealt with that at one time or another. Like, they're like, we can get it done cheaper. And either the people don't show up ever, or they come up and they fuck some shit up, and then they call you back to like redo the work. So they're paying like double or triple what they could have paid in the beginning. But people, that's another thing. If people believe that they're going to save money or believe that they're right or some shit like that, like people get stuck on that, dude.
Look, it's just, I can't tell you how many times it happened to me when I was doing drugs. Someone says, oh, I've got this, and it's, cheaper than what it's supposed to be. So I go to this person that is not my normal dealer, and I
And
get
it's
ripped
terrible,
off.
yeah.
Why is it all brown and stupid?
Right. It's not what it's supposed to be. They probably sold me fucking Excedrin. I mean,
Yeah.
it's stupid.
It's often. And I think
This
that
must be a low
happens.
dose.
I think it happens in every arena. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? There's people that believe that, and that's like even me. And I told her, I was like, there comes a point where I'm just like, either I don't want to do it, and then I'll pass it off to somebody. I'll pay to have somebody do it, or I'm like, I don't quite. So it's easy to say. Let's put it this way: I know how to change a battery in a car. Let's say that, right? Or I know how to change the brakes,
you?
something like that. Yeah.
Oh, he can
So-
do everything.
I put the battery in, right? And it fucks up the entire electrical system because I did something wrong, which I don't think can happen, but let's just say that happens. It burns everything up. So now you have an issue within this. So now you've taken a thing that an expert usually does, and you've blown it out of proportion. Now it's truly only a thing that an expert can fix, like troubleshooting, diagnosing, fixing problems such as that, because they understand the inner workings of a car, and they know where to look and how to change it, right? You don't. Like, you could take a shot at it, and sometimes I do. I'm like, ugh, and then I get lucky because I kind of like try to like understand it in my mind. But I can admit that if I was like going up on my HVAC, like fucking with the board and shit, and I blow it up, I don't technically know where to go next. You know what I mean? So that would take a professional. A professional walk up there 2 minutes and be like, oh yeah, you need a new whatever
Yeah.
resistor or some shit, capacitor.
A little who's it and what's it.
Ooh.
Yeah, those technical
But when you're not
HVAC terms.
When you're not a trained professional
That
in a
sounds
certain
legit.
area, you can't deal with the unknown, right? You can only deal with the said battery or brakes or water line that you can fix. If something beyond that happens, you're a fish out of water. You don't know what to do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
we
just
got-
like let a professional do the shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
So then is the VR guy that is the penguin
Ah.
or whatever, is he actually providing a real service, or should it be left to the professionals?
Oh, that should be left to professionals. I just feel like for people who can't get outside themselves and be like, all right, I need the help, he's a good outlet. if
I
you
think-
can't do it. You know what I mean? In
Yeah,
person.
there's like a starting point. If you can't bring yourself to go somewhere, in this instance, I think cool. You can do it from the comfort of your own home.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with electric, you can burn your whole fucking house down. You don't get to start
Get a
with
home.
Bubba Joe to come over and
Bubba
try
Bob Joe.
and do your shit because you could die and lose everything that you've worked for.
Yeah.
Or
Do it right the first time.
I even like to think that I could do all my plumbing, which I'm pretty sure I could. But, if you do that wrong, you cause all this water damage. Water damage is the worst to your house.
Just pipe some water, put some paper towels down.
some paper towels on it.
Get
Put
some
some newspaper.
Bounty. Theirs work so good. They're triple. They're fucking super
thick.
pillows.
You don't even need as many.
Yeah, dude.
I would feel confident with you doing our plumbing.
Yeah.
I would also be okay if we like paid someone to do it, but I would feel confident in you doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel confident in a lot of things, but I'm also okay to admit, like, if I get past a certain point and I'm at like a fish out of water, there's a lot of things that I have to be like, call a professional. Like if I'm fixing like a motor, like the inside of a motor, I don't believe that, there's some things I just don't know. I would have to take and research and find out like what they know. Because there's different, like, it can't, inside of an engine, it's not just if one thing goes down, it can seem like 20 other issues, and you have to troubleshoot through all those. Well, a professional knows how to do that really quickly.
Right. It would just take you longer.
Yeah, it would take me substantially longer. Yeah. So, I don't know, man. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
man.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have any general advice for finding a price range for like electricians and shit? Somebody's like, oh, I can get this done for cheaper. Like, is there a way to know that they're full of shit? Or is it just kind of like, well, if this guy over here is saying a job is going to cost $320 and this guy is saying he could do it for $250, it's like, can he?
Right.
Because, 80 would be like, oh, well, you're obviously full of shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, there's two things. So most of the time, the people can get it for cheaper. There's people who will do it on the side that don't even know electric. People who do it on the side when they're journeymen, just in the trade, they'll do side work. And there's people that are lying about having a company. So, but when it comes to a company and they give you the highest price or higher than normal or average, usually they have other services they offer and they're more attentive and they're more personable and all this. So they can get it for cheaper, but it doesn't come with insurance. If they, fuck your shit up, you won't, it won't fall back on the company to fall back, on you personally. So I think more so when things like that happen, you have to just have the customer realize what services you offer, what are the benefits of going with the higher price company, and then what they're not getting with the other company. 'Cause I think some people, man, don't understand business. If they're like, oh, I walk away with $50 off of a $5,000 job, I'm happy. Like, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
And they'll undercut themselves just to get work. And it's because they don't quite understand business and they don't believe in themselves and they don't value their time, or the customer's time for that matter. They don't give a shit about the customer if they're doing it. But yeah, that's the hard part because they can get it done, but they might have to wait 6 months, 7 months, all that shit. They might never get a hold of them. They might fuck everything up and then have to call it a fucking professional company anyways. So you have to just allow the customer to know that.
I think too, like getting multiple estimates is a good idea. And a lot of people don't seem to want to do that. I think part of the problem though is companies don't show up. And
Or answer the phone.
Yeah, they try to, the customer tries to do it and people don't show up. And so the first person that shows up, they just take it because they're like, you're here. Yes, do the work today.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Plus those people that hate talking on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I made it through one call. I can't call anybody else.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
They do. They seem like overworked.
Have you ever considered providing lunch for clients where, like, if your job is going to take, like, 5 hours, you're like, hey, man, I'll bring some fucking salad and,
Yeah, I usually ask the customer
That's a good idea.
if I got to run out around lunchtime and it's not like so much the first time customers, but maybe depending on how they act.
Yeah.
Usually, more often than not, if I have to go get material, I ask them if they need anything from the supply house or do they want anything to eat or drink while I'm out. So I try. There's not a lot of people that take it, but every now and then there'll be somebody who's like, yeah, grab me a Coke or something. So I try. They don't. A lot of people won't take it though.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's being
I mean,
nice.
if you put it in your advertising, you
Oh,
know, yeah.
they'd be more apt to do
Pizza
it.
party with the Ashby
That'd be
Electric
dope.
or whatever.
I had a
Hell
pizza
yeah.
party for a while since high school or something. But yeah, dude, I think it's why I really like that guy at Flash Film Academy, because a lot of his stuff translates just to business in general, not just photography and videography, which he's really good at, nailing down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've realized that, man, people, for one, don't value their time. They don't respect themselves and they don't respect other people because of that fact. They get something in their head, or they think they know, and then that's all they can see past. Times are changing, so they're
There it is.
There it is.
damn,
Hey.
we're back. My bad. My bad. Hey, I think I know now what that is.
Yeah. I don't have another hand.
Thank you. Thank you.
What is
Thank you.
it?
I bet it's the power cord, but we'll go with that.
Oh.
So, but back to that though, I think people don't value their time, so they're not going to value the time of other people. They don't respect themselves, so they're not going to respect you. And people need to stop going to Google and search this. Don't search this. Don't do it. How much does
Oh, yeah.
enter whatever you're looking for cost?
Yeah.
Because Google is wrong almost 98% of the time.
Yeah.
And that's a fake fucking percentage. But I'm telling you, they're
So
wrong
what the
all
hell
the time.
should they look for then?
Nothing. They should call
get
3
multiple
companies.
estimates.
Yeah, they should call professionals in their area personally. Don't go to Angie's List. Angie's List will fuck you. Any of those other third-party companies are always either fucking the customer or the company, and the company you get is going to be dog shit because they're getting fucked by Angie's List
Yeah.
What
or
about
any
like
third party.
good electricians near me?
Well, that's decent, because then you'll have like a list of people, smaller companies and bigger companies. That's a really good one to search. Yeah, or really anything though. Like if you're looking for something, just anything near me, or like best electrician. They're gonna give you their top
I'm
first.
still a fan of Better Business Bureau too.
Ooh,
They're
yeah.
Still valid.
Yeah.
Go based off reviews.
Somebody tried to convince me that mediocre means cool.
Who said that?
What?
Was it a child?
It was a child.
Was it
Was it
Mars?
Mars?
And I was like, yeah.
Yes.
All right. So now we got to the bottom of that. And I was like, nah, you don't know shit about what it means. If you think mediocre is cool. But you
I
know,
wonder where she learned media. Well, how old is she? She's like,
9 maybe?
she's
Oh.
7.
7?
well, still, it's probably old enough to know what mediocre is.
I don't know.
You know, I
Like,
usually,
clearly not.
Yeah.
clearly
Yeah.
fucking not. Back when I was younger, I used to tell my brother, I'd be like, man, that shit's bad, right? And then he would get fucking on me, dude. I remember one day he yelled at me, like, you can't say that to people. You have to say it's good. Because I was like, man, bad means good for some reason. I don't know. I heard other people say it at school.
Yes.
Leave me alone.
See, I've always been kind of irritated with the way that people use language.
Yeah.
But, only if they want to be understood properly.
Right.
Because, like if you look at stuff from like the 1700s and you read it, and you're like, oh, that's not what they meant. Like this word doesn't mean what it meant now. All the crap. And people still evolve the language to their own liking.
Yeah.
In spite of the fact that it's going to make it harder to understand true meaning later.
Yeah, no shit.
And like if that's a form of like setting up to be able to propagandize people or whatever,
Yeah.
then that's malicious intent and I hate it. But if they're just too stupid, then I hate that too.
Yeah.
Is it
Use the words
Yeah.
for what they fucking mean.
Is it more so like, did we do that or did the system do that?
We are the system, Adam.
Ooh,
Oh.
dropping knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
No, I think we did
For
that.
sure.
It's all like slang.
It's something
essentially.
I've noticed too.
God.
I was
Jesus
telling
Christ.
her that the other day it kind of dawned on me, which we live in a more rural than It is metro.
Rural.
Thank you. I hate that
Rural.
word so
Country.
much.
Yeah.
We live in the country. Other people live in the city, right? So we're out in the country. Remind you, there's people out here that are white as fuck. Remind you, right? Ebonics is a predominantly African-American slang way to say words, right? It's like their dictionary. I don't know how that works, but Ebonics are predominantly.
explained
What do you
it
mean?
fine.
They ain't
that
had no
okay?
dictionary, boy.
I don't want to sound like stupid when I'm fucking saying it, but
Oh,
so
somebody's gonna think you are regardless.
yeah. Well, so generally, and then most people I know from Portland are, and then out here I've noticed that it has bled into all races and cultures and all that stuff, because that like white ass country chick that was walking out of the restaurant the other day, and the way she was just talking, and I was like, it made me laugh. I'm like, because it was kind of like a country Ebonics. I was like, how has this? So I think that language intermingles just like music does, just like any other form of communication, and then like other cultures give other cultures things that they pick and choose what they like. So that's why I told her, I was like, I always thought that it was predominantly an African American way to speak, and it's not now because a lot of people use it. I didn't know it. I know that's probably been going on for a while, but I'm just saying that it's just weird seeing some like country hick use it in that way with a country twang to it, I was like, that's not how you say that, lady.
Yes, hell yeah.
You don't own that word.
I wonder if maybe
It wasn't the
it's-
N-word, by the way.
Wonder, like maybe it's also like a country thing. So perhaps it's like black and country, because there's a lot of overlap with that.
You're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Down in Georgia, they said that most of your country African Americans and country white people, they're kind of the same because of how it played out along the line once slavery became abolished.
Yeah.
That they kind of received a lot of that together. So that country hickish style, whatever, is kind of the same.
Yeah.
Like in Georgia, the country hicks mumble just like the
Right.
the people that
Which these
mumble.
motherfuckers out here, there's no reason we're not that country. I mean,
Yeah, we're not like country
at
like
all.
hills
I mean,
country.
especially us. Even the motherfuckers that grew up out here, you're not that country. I mean,
I'll try to put that in the description though. There's a correlation between slavery being abolished and then the area to which both of the people lived and being in the country and stuff. They pull from one another, even though historically they kind of butt heads, but they pull a lot from each other.
Yeah.
So it
It's
kind of
inevitable.
Yeah.
You're around people, you're gonna pick up on their shit.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I just think you're not country if you don't have a cowboy hat.
Nope.
And then
Truth.
That's right.
I also think we should refer to white people as European Americans if we're going to call black people African Americans.
Yeah, I
I
told
call
her
it
that the
black.
other day.
You what?
I call him black.
I do too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I always just don't know. I don't want to, especially like on a public forum. I don't want to fucking like step on anybody's
Nobody
toes.
listens
or
to
anything.
this. We're
Yeah.
all black people. Who cares?
I
They
think-
know.
I think too,
Oh shit.
there's some people prefer to be called black. Some people prefer to be called African American. So, I mean, it's like with anything else, if someone's going to get offended, they're going to get offended. Someone's gonna be upset about it. So, fuck them. You're not doing it maliciously.
Yeah.
We're just
don't
having a
don't go at
conversation.
people like an asshole and you'll be all right.
Yeah.
I think most people see that, and I try to be. And it's even like on the LGBTQ stuff. Like I tried to say men and women, and then trying to open it up, or them or they, and it's hard to like keep up. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's slipping. I think that maybe sometimes the communities in general need to do that. Even me. Like, understand that people will slip up every now and then,
Yeah.
Some people are just assholes sometimes because you caught them on the wrong day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people want to treat you like dog shit just because they've fucking had a terrible day. You don't know what they've been through? You know what they're going through right now?
Right.
Like, remember that time you had a problem with your mom and then your grandma died and all that shit? Remember when you were an asshole? Well, maybe they're going through the same thing. You know what I mean? Stumped your toe early in the morning, got off on a bad foot.
Hey-o.
Get
We're
it?
not malicious. People will be fine. If they want to get mad, they can be mad.
Yeah. I don't think we've
Yeah.
had that yet, though. That's
But
pretty
you
good.
can call someone African American if you want.
I'm going to do
Yeah,
it.
if it makes you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that I've been corrected before, though. They're like, I'm not from it. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People do correct you on that, too.
Yeah.
But I called
Everybody's
myself.
different.
I called myself European American the other day, and then I said, one of our friends were saying some shit, and I was like, oh, the fucking like Anglo-Saxon ass.
Yes.
I was so mad at him. I forget who that was, but
Go back to your country club, you Anglo motherfucker.
I swear, bro. That's what I felt like. I was like, this motherfucker, dude. But that's probably comes from it, and that's why I don't notice as much because I was raised in Portland. So there's a lot of you can tell when people are from Portland, and when people are from the East End, and when
That
people
Portland
are from
fade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can always tell they're from Portland when they ask you what something says. So you struggling to read there, buddy?
you're struggling there. Yeah, that's how it is, man. Especially that Portland fade. If you see their bangs looking dumb, yeah, probably from Portland.
And like they've got gel.
Gel?
You got too much product in your bangs.
What is that?
Oh, that's
Portland
Portland thing,
fade.
man. I don't know why.
God.
That's the only time I've ever seen it. Carla asked the person when they were out. We were out somewhere way far away from Portland. And he had his bangs like that. And she asked him. And sure enough, he was. I was like, get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
You never see that kind of hair in tandem, like with a badass beard.
No.
No.
It's always some scraggly ass rat mustache.
Yep.
Yeah,
always.
dude.
What the hell?
It's called the old Portland
Why
fade.
are your clothes too big for you? And not even like in a cool way. It's like, oh, look at this oversized shirt. Now it's like, look at this 3X button up on this 80-pound dude here.
Good God.
Where else am I going to keep my hair gel?
Yes. Oh shit. I don't know what that is though. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know either.
Specific
And it,
type of person.
growing up there, I
Gross.
never thought to ask, and I guess because I was younger, but I want to know who first did or got the Portland fade, where they were like, what is this called? Because I love it. And then they were like, that's the Portland fade.
Old Petey down on 32nd.
Yeah,
It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be, bro. But no, I don't know. I think it's a good that cultures share with one another and cultures educate one
That's how we
another.
grow
on
and
things.
shit.
Yeah, that they educate one another and shit like that, and not cross the line or somebody's placating anybody. But yeah, I think it's good because we have to grow. Like even because America in general is a melting pot, but I think now Australia is and Europe is like a melting pot. You have like people
Yeah.
from all over.
Well, I mean, Europe kind of seems like it would have to be.
Yeah.
So many fucking countries over there.
You know, I know that they say that, in which I believe it's true, archaeologically speaking, at least in our period of life.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Let's talk about dirt. That's what
Our period of time here on the earth.
Okay.
So in the period of the last extinction and then now, right? So it makes me wonder. They say that life originated in Africa, which is plausible and probably true because of how they mapped it out. But my question is, like, they found that, you know, when Europeans come over here, there were Indians, and then they, you know, genocided them and all that shit. Like, how many other people in the world were there that didn't even know people existed? Like, you know what I mean? There's so many people. They're like, I didn't know. Like, they just survived the Ice Age in different regions.
Yeah.
And then they were like, well, we just been here. Like,
Yeah.
and, you know, and then some white dude in a pilgrim hat comes and fucks, like, your girl, and then he slits your throat. Imagine that.
Yeah.
That'd be like
crazy.
the aliens coming and doing that to us, which they probably will. We deserve it, you know?
That damn alien took my wife.
Look at aliens, man.
He probed me and then he took her back to Mars.
Probed me.
It would be crazy though to be living on the planet and then someone who looks nothing like you shows up
Shows
just
up.
around the fucking corner. You're like,
All you
"What?
know.
What are you?"
Yeah.
It'd be trippy.
All you know is the people around you, and that's all the world. You don't even know that there's more world to exist. You don't know
Right.
nothing about stars or none of that shit, right? And then this person comes around, and then they're you know, they know how to genocide you, and they know what they want, and they know that they're gonna pilgrim the land or pillage the land and fucking, you know, rape, murder, and plant corn and shit. So it makes you wonder, like, yeah, that would freak me out if all I knew was like sticks and twigs and putting hay on the top of my hut for shelter. And then these people come around, they start building bricks and shit. You'd be like, what is going on here?
Building bricks and shit.
It would freak me out. That's just like an alien coming with a ray gun. Uh-oh.
Oh, you got
Oh,
what's
she's about to
happening?
sneeze,
I
cuz.
understand.
She was doing it
Okay.
right towards you, too. She was like, ah.
It would definitely get all over your glasses.
Better not sneeze on my
Little
glasses.
snot
Damn, she was
glasses.
out, yo.
God.
Oh yeah, I had to make her move. I hurt so much from sitting like that.
How do you guys feel about Elon getting in on Twitter?
I dig it.
Oh, yeah, dude. I think I'm down. Do you not?
Of course, I also don't know anything about it. So
Well,
it could be
people
terrible.
fear. He just acquired a majority shareholder at Twitter. He like bought the company, but people are scared that he's.
He has 9.2% of the company.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What he was talking about not paying the board.
Yeah. 'Cause he's like, if you guys want to be fuck asses, you can just make nothing.
Yeah. Oh yes. Is he going to
Fuck
do
ass.
that?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's still in the process because he's like, look, I've got like 40 some odd $billion free, so I could just buy it.
Yes.
But Jack Dorsey, the dude that made it initially, is like, yeah, let him. You guys need to stop being fuckers.
Yeah. Hell
So-
yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to think it'll happen, but there were a bunch of people that were complaining and like calling Elon like a racist.
Yeah.
and all this shit. It's like, what are you doing?
Why?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I'd like to think eventually that kind of stuff will die down from the internet. It might be like 50 years from now,
But eventually.
but eventually,
What's gonna die?
yeah,
On the internet.
just calling people racist and,
Oh, yeah.
and bigots and
Yeah.
transphobes and shit for no good reason.
Yeah, I
No.
think if they don't
Man.
have solid evidence, yeah.
The transphobe shit reminded me of when I told you I got kicked out of that ska group.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah. That shit's
that's ridiculous. There's a thing. It was like, trans women equal women. If you disagree, you're a homophobe and you're out. And I was like, well, I'm not a transphobe, but a trans woman is a trans woman. I took Sarah's argument there. And they
Yeah.
were like, no, you're out.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that,
That's
huh?
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
I just don't get it. Like,
They could have taken that opportunity to educate if they felt like they were right
yeah.
in some way.
Like, you should be proud.
Yeah.
So, I am a trans
woman.
woman.
Yeah.
Fuck yes. And fuck you if you don't like me.
Yeah.
Be proud of that
There
shit.
does need to be more of that.
Yes.
Like, fuck you if you don't like me, not fuck you if you don't like this person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Them fighting other people's causes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that, and that's the weird thing too, and I don't know how absolute this is, but it makes me feel like the people that fight other people's battles, there's a lot out there. They'll jump on battle to battle to battle because they don't have anything going on in their life, I'd assume. And then they almost fight harder than the people doing it because the people doing it is like, well, that's, they're not, fighting in the way they are. They're fighting because this is just who they are, and they're like, when they can, but they're living life.
Right.
Whereas this other person's making it their like duty in life to
Well,
fuck.
it's their duty in life because they're avoiding working on their own shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I'd much rather fight tooth and nail for this cause that doesn't affect me personally
Yeah.
than
Yes.
to dig in.
Yeah,
and work
dude.
on my own shit. And,
That's
you know,
exactly what it is.
maybe a meteor or something, or an asteroid. Which is the thing? What's
An
the
asteroid
difference?
blows shit up. A meteor just burns up usually.
Yeah. Okay. Well, something
Oh,
will
is that
smash
right?
into
Yeah.
Earth and wipe out those people because
Asteroid.
they're in a localized
Asteroid, yeah.
area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They all live in the
Yeah.
same house on the edge of town.
Just one house got them
Yeah.
all in it.
Nobody likes that house. It gets egged every year.
Yes.
Oh. Get out. I
Oh.
think that's what it is. Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a different one for it. There we go. I will put some tape on it.
Yeah.
Let me make sure that ends out cool.
Yeah, you would think with an electrician running
Dude.
the show.
I mean,
No, you thought wrong.
said it. Let's.
You thought so wrong, bro.
God.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's so much electrical shit that's fucked up in this house, and every time I think about it,
That's
I'm like,
true.
well, everybody says that when they get home, like they don't want to do the work they do at work at home, and that's completely true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I don't ever want
I
to.
feel like if I was a janitor, I would just live in a pigsty.
Yeah. I only do janitor work because I don't like my house.
Since I do security, I just like to leave my house unlocked. I don't ever
Yeah.
look at anything.
Doors and windows
Living-
open. Yeah.
Living on the edge. No, that's
We have a camera, but I rallied against it. It's like, Casper, we don't need this shit. Fuck that. I do this at work.
But no, back to your point, 110% I've noticed. And you know what? I do it too. I told Sarah, I said, usually I'm talking so much shit to myself all day long that if I notice something that I hate about myself and somebody else, I will fucking jump on it in a heartbeat and talk some shit, right? Because I know that I have these issues, and most of the time I just don't want to fucking work on them. You know, it's hard to work on shit, right? But there are a lot of people, if you're out there jumping from fucking fight to fight to fight, and you're always back in some fucking rally of some sort, you probably have a lot of shit fucked up with yourself that you can't deal with and you don't want to face. So you feel better fighting somebody else's fight because that's something you can do and it's tangible.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah. Maybe go hug your mom and shut the fuck up.
Definitely.
Right? Yeah.
Definitely. Like fucking forgive whoever fucking wronged you in life and just move on.
That's right.
Yeah.
But they won't.
Which is hard. I know, yeah, you know, I'd like to say it.
Some
I'd fucking
will.
fall short too.
Good on them.
Good on them.
Yeah.
Good on you.
But the ones that don't, poop on them.
The ones.
The ones.
The ones. Yeah, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
All
It's
right,
taco
man.
day.
Tacos, baby, tacos.
Oh, God.
My tackle.
Thank you so much for joining us for episode 147. We truly appreciate you being here and appreciate your time. Pass this on to your friends, man. We're like a dirty stripper. We don't care whose lap we
We
dance on.
like all y'all.
I'd like to think even dirty strippers have standards.
Yeah,
Damn.
for sure.
Dan, we're lower than that. Fuck.
They
Yeah, I
have-
was at this one place in India and I tried to get a lap dance on this chick. She looked at me and said, no. You know what I mean?
Is that for real?
No.
Oh, I was so hoping it was. Why would you do
Sorry.
that to me? That's too good,
I
bro.
wanted to see what would happen.
so good.
I thought that was entirely true.
Oh, God. I would have been surprised. That was fucking great.
You told that one very well, though.
Thank you.
I'll give
She
you
said
that.
no.
No, man.
Yeah. Goodness gracious.
All right.
All right, wrap
That
it
was
up, man.
147, man. We appreciate you being here. Like, share, comment. Yeah, if there's anything you want from us, fucking get it off the roof because we ain't got it. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Adam. That's Ian. That's Sarah.
I mean,
Y'all have a great week. Good.
have fun with your week. Have fun with your week. Don't eat stuff off the
Wildly
sidewalk.
uninteresting sidewalk path. Come back.
What?